Laughing, the video ain't even started. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Another special edition video with my brother back there. Okay, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of talking in this video because this particular video.
Well, I would like you to talk in the video as well. I mean,
Well, yeah, I am gonna talk, but I'm not gonna be doing a lot because I don't have as much as frustration about another channel on TV today that has, in some opinions, have gone down the drain.
some opinions.
Sometimes I feel that way too, a little bit, but oh well.
Give me the remote real quick.
Um, hold on a minute.
All right,
Y'all were talking about G4,
let's
just in
let's
case y'all
watch
don't know.
G4 TV for gamers. Yeah, TV for gamers, right? You know, Judgment Day, Cheat, X Play, Cinematech, Arena, Filter, and a
You
lot of
might
other
want to
things I
move
don't
up.
even remember. Huh?
You need to scoot up because your face is like a
That
smudge.
okay?
Just
That
move the
better.
chair up here.
I'm gonna chill right here.
Okay.
All right. I was hoping I could see Cinematech, the little cutscene cinematic. This show called American Ninja Warrior is on.
I like that show.
Sounds
Sometimes.
good. Seems like there's a lot of video games. That sounds like the title of a video game. Might be pretty cool. Let's see what it is. Oh, unfortunately, it's on commercial break, so I can't provide any accurate descriptions as to what it is. But it says it's a reality show. 100 athletes face stage one in Las Vegas. 5 o'clock. Is X Play on? No. American Ninja Warrior is on again. Athletes face the 8 obstacles of stage one in Las Vegas. And it's going to be on until 7 o'clock. That's when Attack the Show starts with Kevin Pereira and Candice Bailey.
Unfortunately, Kevin is not there
Wait,
anymore.
what you mean Kevin's not there anymore? What you talking about?
Wait,
Kevin's not there?
at Attack of the Show? No.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, man. Well, what's going on at Attack of the Show?
They have new hosts now.
Is Candice still there?
Yes, but you barely see her. Or
And
Sarah.
look what's going on at 8 o'clock. It's this great show. It's all about video games, all about technology. I can watch it all day long. It's called Lost. Lost. That's great. Lost. Tonight's episode is called White Rabbit. They're gonna give cheat codes to get a white rabbit, all kinds of stuff. No, it's Lost.
And I
Okay,
seriously have no idea what that
I'm
show has
not
to do with
so
anything.
oblivious as to what I'm seeing here. Clearly, this stuff is 100% irrelevant to the entire culture of video games, which G4 could say it was relevant to 10 years ago when there was Cheat, where there was. I mean,
10
I know it
freaking
was
years
Tech
ago.
TV first before it became G4 and all that. I don't know too much about the history, but I do know that it eventually became G4. Had I realized that G4, as of July 23rd, 2012, was going to be the absolute dung ball that it is now, I would have stayed on my knees and prayed for Tech TV to stay and G4 to never happen. I would have rather G4 never happen than to have been good and then to turn to utter crap just like that.
Now, I will admit, I do kind of miss the old days with G4. Just a little bit. But a show that I love the most is Cops.
Which brings me to my next point. I kid you not. I was on Facebook a couple of days ago. I read this guy. I'm not going to say his name. It's his opinion. If he likes cops, he likes cops. Now, at one point, I did like cops. I was never a cops fanatic. It was just something to watch at times. but G4 has gone
Love it.
completely
Love
overboard.
it.
I'm sure people can agree with me that they have gone absolutely overboard with how much Cops is on. Okay, dude said this. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. I don't remember everything he said. He basically asked G4 to air even more episodes of Cops. He wants to see different episodes. He
and if
wants to see more than just the episodes they show. It's not like they don't show it about 8 to 10 hours every freaking day.
Hey, look, and what he just said, he
Except
quoted
today, of
somebody
course,
that would be
because
considered plagiarism sometimes. But
what are you talking about?
I was making a school joke for y'all college people who tend to watch G4 because I
Ain't
watch
nobody
it
got
too.
time for that. We talking about G4. Ain't no education in that. Anyway, I said to him in my comment below, I wasn't rude or anything. I put it simply like this: the last thing that G4 needs is more cops.
I disagree. I think they need more
Hold
cops.
up, I had more than that. I said it is on every day already as it is. That sounds
Except
kind of
today.
cool. That's the problem.
And Campus PD.
Every time I turn G4 on, here's what I see. I see cops. What are you doing?
Oh, Campus PD theme song. Sorry.
Cheaters.
I just can't deal with cheaters
Campus
no more.
PD. Ninja Warrior. American Ninja Warrior.
Don't hate on it.
And now at 8 o'clock every Monday night, I can just get completely swept up in episodes of Lost. A show that was so compelling, I didn't even watch it when it was on the air. It's on DVD if I want to check it out. It's on Blu-ray if I want to check it out. It probably looks nice in HD because it was in Hawaii and whatnot. I think it was in Hawaii. Like I said, I wouldn't know because I didn't watch the show, which means I didn't care then. Which means
I don't
some
care
years
now.
later, I still don't care. Now, I don't think it's a bad show. A lot of people say it's a great show. Maybe it is. That's their opinion. I have no opinion on the show because I've not seen it. I've not invested time in watching it. And if I did choose to one day, I would like to see it on another station. Sci-Fi, Ion, whoever would be generous enough to air the show. G4 thinks they're being generous when they're being stupid. 100% ignorant. I did not ask for you to acquire the rights to Lost. That's probably why X Play is now on the Attack of the Show set because they're probably so broke from acquiring a show no one asked them to acquire. In fact, let's touch on X Play for a second. Now, I do like X Play still. I admit it's nowhere near as great as it used to be because Adam Sessler is gone,
Gone.
and the reviews are what all they used to do. Now all they do is continuous hands-on demos and stuff, which I don't complain about much because at least it has something to do about video games. But now they're getting to the point where they're getting a little too loose, a little too loose. It's like they're trying to go for this sort of talk show format in some ways. Like they had this lady from the show True Blood, Janine or something. Nothing against the lady or anything like that. I'm not trying to talk bad about her, but they had her on there. She made mention that she is a huge fan of Portal 2. She was on that top 100 video games countdown when they were talking about Portal 2. They had her on mainly because she says she's a fan of the game, I think, but they were talking about True Blood. True Blood is a show on HBO. A show on HBO. I thought it was maybe talking about a True Blood game. I'm like, that'd be weird because on the show, all they do is hump each other and bite each other, really.
I'm pretty sure they would have made a different storyline.
I couldn't imagine. But
Yes.
anyway,
If they did that with Housewives, I'm pretty sure they can do that.
X Play, although it's nowhere near as great as it used to be, it's really the only show that mentions video games at all. Which brings me to my next point: Attack of the Show.
One of my favorite shows used to be.
Okay, now Attack of the Show. Now we just recently got G4 back in our house for about 2 years ago.
It's been.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that first time when we got it back,
we were
I
so
was thinking
excited.
video games were gonna be on. They were showing James Bond. Now I like James Bond, But I didn't want to see that on G4.
I did.
That's not the place for G4. I remember when Spike used to show it. You
Yeah.
might even be, you can see it on the Sci-Fi Channel even now. But
I don't know why.
um, who's honking the horn?
I don't know. Hold this.
Hold this. It might be.
Oh, never mind.
Pause it
That's
or something.
Mama. But anyway, while we're having a mild interruption, my mother came home. I thought something was wrong. Oh. Anyway, crap. I forgot what I was going to say about G4. But
Right here.
while we're talking about movies, I just want to mention that the movies that,
Movies. How we on the subject of movies?
cause they show movies on G4, movies that don't suck.
Oh.
Yeah, some of those movies y'all played suck entirely. Like what's the name of the movie with the kung fu something? What's that called?
Kung Fu Hustle. Did they show that?
Yes, they showed that crap, and it was the stupidest movie ever.
No. Now,
I have a problem when y'all show stupid movies like that.
when they show movies like the Toxic Avenger and stuff, I'm like,
I don't
just
even know what that is.
you know, G4's problem with their movies, again, they have no relevance to video games. Here's a
Oh
perfect
Lord.
movie that should be on G4, okay? And there's no reason as to why it shouldn't be on there because G4 is part of NBC Universal. And the movie I'm about to name is from Universal Studios, so it shouldn't be too hard to acquire the rights to. I'm talking about Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's video games. It's based on a graphic novel, and it's set in this video game graphic novel type world. I haven't read the novels, but I really do like the movie. I just got the movie about 2 weeks ago. Um, yeah, they should air that because people like the movie and it's relevant to the nerdy video game graphic novel. Just it's
The Onion
it,
movie was funny, but I didn't understand why it was on G4 either. Another stupid movie that they shouldn't even bother making was a Tekken movie. That's another.
Tekken. At least it was based on a video game, but it was garbage.
Yes, I was very appreciative when they started showing Bruce Lee though, the real OG
But
of
let me
karate.
get back to
But
Attack of the
anyway,
Show.
you go ahead. I'm going
Um,
to be quiet. Oops.
okay, Kevin Pereira is going now.
God.
I understand that. I've accepted that. I mean, when he left, it was kind of sad and everything, how they did it and all that stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I got kind of sad about that.
I couldn't watch it because I
But
knew I was
now
gonna
with
cry.
these co-hosts, it's
Let me
ridiculous. They
rearrange.
say they're stand-up comedians, and for all I know,
Ah!
they could be funny. They probably are more of a filthy type of comedian. I don't really do filthy, that nasty, gross out stuff. I don't like that. But on the show, they weren't that funny. Like, but here's the problem I have. Even if they were, I don't care if they were laugh out loud funny. All right, okay, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. All right, they do the okay. They start the show with that person and Candace. They'll do around the net together. They might have some other segment after that and go to commercial break. No wait, oh I think I had that backwards. They have around the net. They go to commercial break. I think they show the number one video, then show a segment, and then they pass off the screen time to the co-host. And for about 10 minutes, he rants about nothing, just rambling on about all this stuff going on. It's supposed to be so hilarious. You know, the little people who's supposed to be the audience, they're laughing. It's not funny.
Yeah.
I changed
No.
my channel during that time,
Yeah.
and
I don't watch
then
it
when he does
anymore.
that, the commercial break comes back. The co-host does the loop. They've been having a lot of loops lately that have been really about nothing. Some of which were about something. I mean, there was one that was about student loans, which it was informative. Because college people and stuff. But it's just too. It's too much. They just. It's just mind. It's just useless filler. It's just they have nothing else to do.
None.
And after that,
Now talk about the clothes that they wear.
they might cut away the candidates for the Twitter feed and whatnot. or go to commercial.
And the
And
show's only about
like
what,
they
an
wait
hour
to
long?
do the feed. I think they wait 30 minutes to do the feed, and then they cut away to another segment. And if they have a guest to interview, now I don't have this completely right because I haven't been watching it that much because of this stuff.
Excuse me.
And as soon as they get to the guest, the co-host is interviewing the guest. Where is Candace? You
Candace
only
is
see
off.
Sarah for about a minute to 2 minutes when she's doing the feed, and then she's gone. The only good segments are Gadget Prawn and DV Doomsday. You know, Chris Gore, he's cool. And Matt Myra is cool. I like Matt Myra a lot. I'm glad he's on the show now because he is, well, the tech focus. And they spend a couple minutes on that. And then it's back to crap. Really. I mean, I haven't been watching the Attack of the Show that long, so I missed out really on the Kevin and Olivia period. I saw Olivia a few times before she left, and then they were just having a bunch of female co-hosts and whatnot,
And my
or
thing
female
is,
guest co-hosts rather.
the only time they show Kevin is when he was at the conventions. It broke my heart.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
because he it was the last time that he was gonna be on G4. He's not G4 anymore.
so I'm
He,
not going to see him at all anymore.
but
Unless
basically,
I YouTube him.
okay, about a year ago. Wait, was this a year ago? It was a few months ago. Okay, if you didn't know, the former president Neil Tiles of
Oh.
G4, he stepped down.
Ah.
I don't know if I had anything to do with this or not,
He
but
did.
I sent a very literally colorful email. Not colorful as in salty language and whatnot. I mean colorful. Like I
Like,
put emphasis on my
colorful.
words. I lots of capitalization, italics, bolded out words, underlined words, color. It's the brightest email I ever seen. I lost it unfortunately. I've been wanting to read it so I could laugh at it.
Yeah.
Here's what I said in the email though. It was around Christmas time.
Yeah. What a wonderful gift to get.
I said, I don't mean to be rude. I want you to be making money and be doing things, but one of two things need to happen. I said, you either need to resign or
Hmm.
you need to be fired.
Those are the only
I
options
was
he had.
dead serious.
And he
And to
let me
see
read
that
it.
he stepped down, sorry, later on after that, I was like, whoa, did I have some sort of effect? I sent the email about probably 8 to 10 times. I wanted to make sure they got this. I wanted to get my frustration out. Some people,
Hmm.
what bugs me about the current state of G4, some people actually defend it to this day. I see Facebook posts, and it's their opinion. You know, you love them or hate them. If it's their opinion, it's their opinion. You know, but they say I love G4 TV. Somebody just said G4 TV, marry me. I'm like, okay, that's stupid. But what are you sticking up for? They show two shows that potentially might mention technology or video games. If it's not E3 going on, which was great, it was. And when they did the video games countdown this year, I loved G4. They kept running it, the video game countdown over and over again. And one time they had it on for the rest of the night. I'm like, this is great. I'm really enjoying this right now. And I saw it all before, but I liked watching it again because it felt like old school G4. It felt like what it was about, the core focus. Now, I think it was because they had money problems or something. And that's unfortunate because, I mean, you might have to do things you necessarily wouldn't do just to make sure you can keep things up and running. And I don't know if they've accomplished what they needed to accomplish, but I think it has cost them a lot of viewers in the process. I hardly spend any time at G4 if it's not for XPlay or skimming of Attack of the Show.
I
I don't
do.
spend any time at G4. I spend time on G4 website and on G4 Facebook page. And I have a Twitter account. I don't spend too much time on, but I only made it so I could win something from E3, and then they ain't even send me the prize. They ain't even give me the prize. So might be deleting that pretty soon, but
And me and my brother are friends on Facebook, so whenever I see he posts, it's usually G4
yeah.
all the time.
Uh, okay, what was I about to say? I done lost train of thought. Say something. I
I
forgot
don't
what
know.
I said.
But yeah, basically, sometimes I do miss the old G4. I remember when Kingdom Hearts first came out
Oh yeah.
and they showed the cheats for it. I still have not beat this game since I got it, but it did help some.
See now the G4 website. Sorry, I just remember what I was going to say. I like the G4 website because it's about games. The app is about games. I mean, they'll you can see what their schedule is and all that, and it's just a bunch of crap. But they have the video index. You can watch old X Play reviews, old screensaver stuff, old Attack of the Show stuff. I like watching the X Play reviews, looking at old games that I have on PS2 from the last generation of consoles and everything. And it's cool. I mean, I like seeing the old reviews that I missed when I didn't have the channel, and I like seeing their funny reviews, some of their more memorable reviews, like the Fugitive Hunter review for the PS2, and Morgan, she really hated the game and everything like that. I miss that kind of stuff. I miss when their reviews were longer, when they were funnier, when even after the reviews were over, they spent a little bit of time talking about the games. They were like, they would say what was bad about, what was good about it, this and that. Now, when they review games, it might be like 2 to 3 minutes, and then it's more FaceTime with somebody about the making of a game. And it's like I said, I try not to complain about XPlay too much because it has to do with video games. I mean, at least that is focused on it. Love or hate XPlay, which a lot of people do hate it now. I mean, when Adam Sessler left, it took a major hit because I don't have anything against Blair Herter, but he's not Adam Sessler. You know,
And when Kevin left, he took a bigger
I
hit.
mean, he's all right, but
What you
Adam
mean here?
Blair Herter,
Oh, I was about to get on
but
you about some
Adam
Kevin.
Sessler.
I don't
I
really.
mean, I saw him on Spike during E3. Spike is competing with G4. They are going at each other's throats right now. Even though at Comic Con, Spike and G4. G4 tried to imitate Spike. Now Spike's trying to imitate G4, and they're winning. And they don't even show game-related content that much. They have Game Trailers TV, which I think is a good show. I think it comes on too late because I miss it a lot. But
And how G4? How you gonna let Spike beat you at your own game? Tell me.
yeah, and E3, Spike aired com- they aired some of the conferences that G4 had to stream online because they got rights to it. The Microsoft conference, the Nintendo conference, that was on Spike and MTV2.
MTV2. Come on now. A music channel. Really?
Wow.
That says something. The new president of G4, your feelings should be hurt.
The new president of G4, when I found they got a new president, he apparently he isn't doing the job either. He's not.
So you're gonna have to email him around Christmas time too.
Who said Christmas? It might be the date. Shoot,
Oh
it's
Lord.
ridiculous, man. G4, I love G4. When I first discovered G4, I was about 10 or 11 years old, man. It was just the coolest thing ever. Video games on television. I mean, yeah, video games are more fun to play. That's what the experience is about. It's a video game. You interact with the video game. I mean, you might not want to see people playing video games on TV all day, but I like that there was something about video games, how they were made. Oh yeah, another show, Icons. That was about video games. But then when you get to the point where you talking about Mark Echo,
Is that the guy who made? Wait, Mark Echo. He's a clothing designer.
right?
What he got to do with it?
That's the good question. It's like trying to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. You'll never know why they did something so stupid. You'll never know. It's stupid. I love G4, and I'm trying to hold on to see them return to what they used to be, but it doesn't look like they're going to. It looks like they're just gonna go down because I lose more patience with them every single day when I see these lineups. Oh, tomorrow. What's gonna be on tomorrow? Let's go to 9 o'clock from when they start tomorrow, Tuesday morning. Cheaters,
Cheaters.
cheaters, cheaters,
Dang,
cheaters.
cheaters for like
11 o'clock,
2 hours.
Quantum Leap. 12
Huh.
o'clock, Quantum Leap. 1 o'clock, repeat of Attack of the Show. 2, X Play, X Play. 3, Ninja Warrior. 3:30, Ninja Warrior. 4, Campus PD. 4:30, Cops. 5, Cops. 5:30, Cops. 6, Cops. 6:30 X-Play. 7 Attack of the Show. 8 American Ninja Warrior. 9 American Ninja Warrior. 11 American Ninja freaking Warrior. 1 in the morning, Enter the Dragon.
Hey, Bruce Lee.
4 o'clock, no, 3:30 to 4:30. Quantum Leap, 4:30. Campus PD.
And then they start
All freaking
over
over
again.
again. Oh my goodness me. I hate G4. They went from TV for gamers to absolute crap. Uh, crap. That's not a compliment. When I say something is crap, that's not good. You shouldn't be flattered by that. G4 is crap. If you don't think so, that's your opinion. You go ahead and you watch. Set your peepers on G4 for as long as you want. It won't be me. I'll admit, I spend more time playing video games than watching them. But when I'm not playing video games, sometimes I just want to see how something's made. I want to see just talking about them, just tips, cheats, just the universe of video games being explored on a channel. I mean, I know we're in internet age where if you just want to see something, all you have to do is point your browser into the direction of something, and you can find it instantly, and that's great. But and some people blame the internet for the fall of G4, which is ridiculous. The internet's been
Ridiculous.
around before G4 even came around. So don't
Very
even try that
ridiculous.
crap with me, all right? I mean, it's convenient. You can find what you want on the internet, but G4, that's what the point was. That's what made it special. It was unique.
The only
But
one.
they went completely downhill, and they're still downhill. I didn't think they could get worse. They're worse now. It's ridiculous. It is completely ridiculous. I Every time I see the G4 logo, I think about what it means to me from growing up and what it is now. Just what the logo means and what their program, they just don't sync. They do not mesh together. It makes no sense. You can say, well, I love G4 and blah, 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 all you want. If you're a casual gamer and you're not really into games like that, okay, that's fine. But Cops, that's on True TV. It's on Fox. I know it's not on Fox as much. They're cutting down the episodes for some reason. I mean, but you can find it on True TV. In fact, it comes on at 6 o'clock on True TV. Watch it there.
No.
True TV. They it was on Court TV before it became True TV.
No.
Watch Cops that way.
No.
I'll be talking some no. I'm trying to make a point. I don't. I like Cops. I respect Cops. The show Cops, I'm not that interested in.
I am.
I mean, it's the same thing. You find some crazy behind people doing some stupid stuff, getting arrested, showing out because they're on camera. I don't think it's fake. I just it gets tired after a while. How can you sit and watch the same thing all day long?
Because I can.
Which some people might say about G4 and in regards to its previous video game content. That's all it is. But I was all right with that. And I would be all right with that now if that's what it was, but it's not. I'm not saying you have to watch the channel day in and day out. If it was video games from sun up to sundown, I mean, I wouldn't. I didn't even do that, but whenever I would go to it, and I went to it a lot. I mean, every day after school, G4. I hardly watched cartoons that much. I mean, it was G4. They were talking about games. I remember Portal, the show Portal, not the game Portal. I mean, stuff I remember. Now it's stuff I could care less about. If American Ninja Warrior, okay, okay, they changed the channel Versus from Versus to NBC Sports Network. Air it there. If you air it on NBC now, air that, syndicate that show there. You can put the other Ninja Warrior there, the one in Japan. Play it right there. It's related. It's the NBC Sports Channel, all about sports. ESPN, all about sports. G4. Why can't it be all about something? They say now, the Neil Towers guy, somebody said this. They said we're going from a network that constantly shows video games to a network that is inspired by video games. When you got about an hour's worth of content each day, and that might be related to it.
Might be.
Saturday and Sunday, don't count on seeing anything about video games.
Nope.
Don't count on it. From
You'll
9 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock.
You will be
No,
watching American
yeah,
Ninja Warrior
to 5 o'clock the
day.
next morning.
You better clear your schedule.
You might see a commercial about X-Play.
If you thought you
A
was
little
watching
30-second
games.
snippet. And you might mention Attack of the Show. Everything else, you can find anywhere else. And you know, if you comment on this video talking about something I don't know what I'm talking about,
Get a
clearly
life.
you don't know what you're talking about. Because I know what to see. If you like what you see, that's fine.
I like cops.
Enjoy yourself being immersed in this crappy content. It's not a big deal. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, I want to think it's just television. I would like to get past this. I don't want to worry about this. There are other things on my mind that are of a greater concern to me. G4, in regards to luxury, in regards to things I just like to be engaged with, I just don't enjoy it anymore. And that's why they've been in bird's eye view by previously, this is what I've heard, UFC and WWE, and somebody say even Dr. Dre at one point. I don't know if that's true or not. Don't quote me on that.
Mm-hmm.
To buy the channel.
Hmm.
Because even they know it's not worth anything. It's not on DirecTV anymore. Because they didn't even see any value in the channel. It's gone. A lot of people want it back because they like it. And I can understand why they might be upset about it. But at the same time, I'm like, you're not missing anything. Now, when it comes down to E3 and maybe Comic Con and the other events and things they cover, I'm like, okay, I can understand why you're frustrated about it. You gotta miss all that. I mean, that sucks on DirecTV's part. I mean, that's really inconvenient. I'm sorry, but when it comes down to every other day of the week, I'm like, it's really not all that it's cracked up to be. It really is. G4, if it were to stop tomorrow, I would miss X Play and I would miss Attack of the Show
I'll
to a
miss
certain
cops.
extent, but it wouldn't be that big of a loss.
What do you mean?
They just need to start over from the ground up. They want to reboot and start over everything. Start G4 over. You can even call it something else if you want. Just make it over because it sucks now. It sucks on a gargantuan monumental level. It sucks.
Hmm. And with that said, my brother took over this video. Do you know how long this video is?
It's about 30 minutes.
33 minutes to be exact.
Oh.
Um, it wasn't me half the time. That was your son. But it was my fault for asking. But anyway, if you have any of your own opinions about this channel, please be nice and cordial and civilized. I don't need no ignorance. I deal with that enough. Don't start no arguments on my junk, because you will be deleted. Okay? Thank you.
And if you're racist, no racial slurs.
Yeah, please don't. I don't
Well,
have
it's
time
kind
for
of
that
the same thing.
foolishness.
Well, no, it's not. I don't know, man. I'm done talking.
Yeah, I'm done too. Bye.